Assalamu alaikum students. Today our topic is paper 1 section 1 directed writing. It is a piece of directed writing that is a composition of some length written to order as ordered by someone. A piece of writing in which directions are given to write on some given task, and for this task source is provided to you. The examiners provide the students with the source material and with detailed instructions which stipulate, which specify as a condition or requirement the nature of the material to be used in your answer and the form you writing must take and the audience for which it is intended. These are the task and source materials that are provided to you, and you are asked to write 200 to 300 words to inform or persuade a particular audience. 15 marks are awarded for your fulfillment of task and 15 marks are awarded for your language. Is to check your ability to follow the directions, and you will have to keep yourself according to the instructions. You can take almost 35 minutes for this task, 5 minutes for your planning, and 5 for your checking. And remaining 25 marks are to attempt your task, keeping yourself in your limits and directions. The examiner will clearly explain you what to write, why to write, and how much to write, and you will have to strictly follow all these instructions. Now, the question is how to answer a directed writing task. Who are you and who is your audience? You will select your vocabulary, tone, and register according to your audience. Your situation, audience, and purpose are three basic things. Then, tone and register. Tone is the quality, feeling, or attitude expressed by the words that you use in speaking or writing. Your tone must be followed. Tone is basically your attitude, or you will have to select your words according to your tone, whether it is grievous, joyous, or whatever it is. And register is any of the varieties of language that a speaker uses in the particular social context. It means your situation. You will have to choose the language or words according to your situation. And finally, your purpose. Purpose is to attempt a directed writing is determined by keeping in mind the question why you are writing, whether it is to complain, request, invitation, or discussion, or information exchange, or family matters, whatever the purpose is, you will have to follow it. Now, the format and type of your directed writing task is determined by your examiner. You have no choice to choose what you want to write. Whatever it is, it may be formal letter, informal letter, report writing, speech writing, account writing, magazine article, newspaper article. Every task has a specific beginning style. Don't waste your time in writing your addresses. There is no strictly followed formats, but they have a specific beginning style. Structure of directed writing task. You are required to explain the three bullet points which are given to you in five separate paragraphs, with an introductory paragraph and then three paragraphs to elaborate your three bullet points, and then a concluding paragraph. Introductory paragraph can be merged with the first bullet point. That may be about when and where, and you will have to write in detail everything when and where the incident happened. Third person or the examiner should clearly understand the situation. For example, you are writing about your hiking trip, you will write in Naran Hills of northern Pakistan near the cottage of dash dash dash. Second point may be about what happened, and you will write a complete description or picture with all the details, with the sequence of details, and irrelevant details should be avoided. And third point may be about the outcomes or the conclusion, or it may be about why the topic was important to write. Now we will start with the first task of directed writing, that is formal letter. Formal letter is business or official letter that is written for the communication. They are written to complain or to inform something. These letters include applications, letter to the principals, editors, official letters, letters to and from organizations, government departments, etc. Your tone should be serious, to the point, and no beautification of language or no figures of speech are to be used because these letters have business like style or objective style of writing. 3 points that in formal letter are to be kept in mind are your purpose, tone, and audience. Don't forget to focus on your language and mood. Your language, spelling, punctuation, and grammar should be according to your mood of the task. That may be a cheerful, formal, or something else. Purpose of the formal letters may be to ask something, to request something, to give information, to complain, or to confirm the details, or to give some suggestions about something. In a formal letter, you will directly start with your purpose. For example, with due respect and humble gratitude, it is to inform about or it is to draw your attention towards this thing. Now, the tone must be formal. You should avoid slangs and contractions, and you must be more respectful and polite, even if you are making a complaint. For example, if you want to complain to the editor about some article, you will first admire about his paper or newspaper. Then you will speak like that. Let me express my unsatisfaction at this article, or I intend to launch a complaint about this article, or I want to suggest to improve your paper more. Audience of a formal letter may be principal or head of the institution or editor of the newspaper or a magazine or a fellow businessman, employee, or the clients. And you will start with the salutations like dear manager, dear principal, respected principal, dear ma'am, or dear Mr. You don't need to write the addresses or date in the format. Just concentrate on what you are required to write in your 3 bullet points. Your ideas and your thoughts should be well organized and well planned. After salutation in your introduction, you will clearly state your purpose of writing the letter, and then you will write the body of the letter that will conclude your 3 bullet points. And finally, the conclusion will be the ending. Ending of a formal letter may be like this: I hope some immediate steps will be taken to resolve this problem, or for further information feel free to contact us, or looking forward to hear from you at your earliest. Pay your full attention to select your spelling, words, and your grammar and punctuation will be accurate. Revise your task to correct any mistake or error. To start the first paragraph, introductory paragraph of your formal letter, you can write like this: I am writing to ask if you would be so kind and generous as to. I request your assistance concerning the matter of. I wonder if you could possibly, or if it would be possible for you to help me. I would greatly appreciate it if you could, or it is to inform or notify you about. I want to draw your attention to, with humble and due respect and gratitude. I am writing to ask, inquire if or whether you could possibly tell me. I request your kind permission for. I wonder if I might ask you for or request your valuable advice. Body of the formal letter may be concluded with 3 bullet points given in the task and will be explained in 3 paragraphs. This is the main body of the formal letter, and ending of the formal letter may be like this: I hope that my request will not be a source of inconvenience for you. I hope that you will forgive me for taking up your precious time. I always look forward to hearing from you. I hope information which I am providing will be helpful, or I hope some immediate steps will be taken to resolve this problem. Then finally, you will end your letter with yours sincerely or yours faithfully, and then your signatures. Now, here is a task assigned for you to write a formal letter. Your task is: there have been many problems with the public transport in your area. These problems have made traveling difficult. You decide to write a letter to the editor of the local newspaper to explain how unhappy you are with the present situation. Write your letter. You must include the following 3 bullet points. Number one is details of the problems with the public transport in your area. an example of when and how you were affected, what you think should be done to improve the situation. So don't forget to cover all these three bullet points and make a proper and enriched assignment that is to the point according to the format of the formal letter.